Anyways, hello. Wash Papa, wash good. Anyways, I'm back. I'm back with another one. Yes. Guys, anyways, we are here with my second official podcast video, and we will be tackling real life situations. Yes, today we'll be talking about toxic relationships, the role of dominance within men. Men feel like they can control, they can manipulate, they can just do as they please. And who better to have on here than my aunt, former toxic relationship person, if that's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna talk about the fact that I'm someone who's formerly been in a toxic relationship. I can't be that person because, guys, I don't do toxic. No. My aunt here does toxic.
Oh wow.
But guys, before we get into it, the term toxic can mean a whole lot of things. It can constitute any situation. In this space, we are talking about toxic masculinity, like men that are extremely toxic, extremely controlling, extremely possessive, and ultimately men who have money who think they can control. Anyways, wash good.
Hey.
Is it the nerves?
No.
Okay, so anyways, tell us more about yourself. Introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are, why you are here, what your role in a toxic relationship was, how it felt. Guys, it might seem like a joke right now, but like, it's serious. It's actually really serious. So as we go along, we'll try to get serious. So yeah, let's get into it.
Hi guys, my name is Melissa. As Nikita said, I'm her aunt. I am 35 years old. Yes, I've been in a long-term toxic relationship. I've been married as well, and that person was toxic as well. So what I can say is the feeling in a toxic relationship, it's bad. It's quite bad. You won't see the signs at 1st because they would manipulate you with money, splash money all over. Trying to take all those focuses away by just flashing. And obviously you're not gonna see it because you think, okay, money coming, yes, I'm gonna have a ball, I'm gonna spend, I'm gonna carry on.
The
But
car,
yes, you've got everything. You can
outfit,
snap your finger
anything,
like this, and you'll get it. But as time goes, you'll start seeing they won't abuse you physically, but mentally, they would then start abusing you. There's some sort of obsession that they have, which I feel this person keeps on telling you that he loves you. I don't think it's love. It's basically an obsession. Because if you love someone, you won't mentally, hurt, abuse a person like that. Make them feel like they're nothing, break their self-esteem. Trying to take all the things away that they kind of did for you, or they keep on talking about it. So it's not a nice thing. And then when that happens, walk out before it's too late. Don't stay for the sake of, let's say now they have children together or there's a marriage. Walk out, because you're never gonna be happy. It's always gonna come down to the same thing. They would think they own you because they do everything for you. So it's best for a woman to rather be independent. Whether it's a toxic man or it's not toxic, but I would prefer a woman to rather be independent, where she knows that she's got something to fall back on. Let's say it doesn't work out, what she's gonna do, because she's been dependent of this man all her life. What's gonna happen? She's gonna stay with him. The abuse is gonna carry on. She'll never be happy.
And I mean, we can say we basically had it all at some stage, but the price that had to be paid was because I witnessed it firsthand, a few of the toxicity. The price that was paid was, like I said, the controlling.
Yeah.
In a sense where they feel because they do so much for you, they can start telling you what to do as well. I mean, to the point where we were banned from the East End Mall.
From going to the mall.
We were literally told, show me, you'll go to the East End Mall today. I don't know, but I think with the same sense of toxicity within them, I think a big part of the controlling comes from him himself being at fault.
Yeah.
I mean, in a sense of, because I believe insecure men are men who are cheating.
Yeah.
Because if your woman is sitting at home all the time and you constantly have an issue with when she's on her phone texting, who are you texting? Because you know once you open your phone, you texting another female.
Yes.
And when we go out, it's like, where you going? Who are you going out with? Because when you go out, you know what you're going out for.
Yeah.
And I remember even I almost fell into that toxic trap because I came to you and I said, these are the signs.
Yeah.
So a lot of young girls, I mean teens, face the type of problems that I mean your age is supposed to face. Even myself, I mean I'm 21 and I have friends who are in relationships where it's extremely toxic.
Mm-hmm.
To a point, it's also at a point where she'll start questioning, is she the problem, or should she fix certain things in order for there to be fixing in a relationship? And if you had to respond to her and tell her it's not her, what would you say to her?
Look, in a toxic relationship, it's always going to come down to that. The woman would always feel that she's at fault, she's wrong. She'd always be the one running back, apologizing, begging, all those type of things. But then I feel, especially young females, go out, work yourself towards something, be independent. Then you will never have to feel that way. Now, if you're not working and this man is, doing everything for you, it doesn't mean that he loves you.
Yeah.
Because the moment he starts raising his hands for you,
because it gets to that point. It starts with mental abuse and then it escalates on to emotional abuse.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of cases when before the physical abuse even enters the door, the emotional abuse is what breaks women.
Yeah,
because I've seen, well, a personal friend that I have where she'll be like, am I really worth so little that he can speak to me in that way? Because it's shocking for someone to say that they love you and then when you're fighting.
But you see, when you leave the person to do it the first time, he's gonna think it's right. He's gonna think, okay, she's accepting it, it's fine, I'm gonna continue doing it. Now, in those cases, yes, you feel that you're at fault.
Yeah.
When you're not.
Yeah.
When you're not the problem. And it's very, very hard to get rid of a person like that. It takes time, it takes many years for you to actually let go. But the moment you get your self-esteem back, you start finding yourself again, because it all starts with you.
Yeah.
So the moment you start finding yourself again, then trust me, there's no turning back. But it takes time. Like myself, I've been there for how many years?
I think what it took for you mostly was also to look at the situation and admit that, okay, this is abuse at this point now. Because I mean, we've seen a lot of women abused in our family especially, and we know now that a woman is never the cause of the abuse, because regardless of what she does or says to you, you are not allowed to raise your hands for a woman. In that same sense, do not swear.
Yeah.
It reflects badly on how your mom raised you, because it means that you can go back and swear that woman as well. Because I believe that a mother's supposed to raise a son to respect and honor woman, because he's supposed to respect and honor her.
Yeah.
When your son got involved, I think it was then and there that you realized, no,
this is not
for me. Someone could have died that day.
Yeah.
I don't know who was gonna die, but it wasn't gonna be one of us.
When my
You know?
son broke down and cried,
That's the most important part, man, is when you see how it starts affecting the
the
children.
children, yes.
When the children start noticing the behavior, because I mean, Rava is a man growing up. If you allow him to see this and you tell him, no, it's fine, you are raising him to think that it's okay to
It has
also
an
treat
effect
a
on
woman
children,
like
yes.
that.
They'll follow what we teach them.
Yeah.
So him growing up thinking to go and hit another woman,
It's
is
fine. And then
Which
your
is
girls,
not- yeah.
your girls would think that it's fine to allow a man to
hit
even
them.
disrespect them in general, because I know, to me, one of the biggest problems is disrespect. I don't know. I don't think I can stab someone, but I don't know what I'm capable of in a situation like that. To see it already for me is
Yeah, no.
And then we notice in society, especially where we've lost, I think, three women through gender-based violence. Because we talk about toxicity, but we don't talk about the extent of toxicity. It looks appeasing to someone when two people are swearing each other and you're like, I'm not getting involved because they're a couple. But I mean, we've lost 3 women who were stabbed to death by their men, and I feel like the more society allows and condones, because it starts with the toxicity, when you allow and you condone their behavior, initially it's going to get to the point where one must die, because that, I believe, that's how abusive relationships end. If you don't get up and leave and you decide, I'm going to stay and I'm going to fight, one must die for it to end initially. And especially men in high positions,
they feel they're powerful.
Yay! Men who are driving the big cars, and I'm gonna sound biased, and I don't want to be biased on here, but I feel like the bigger his rank is, the worse. Like, his rank shouldn't be too big, and his bank account shouldn't be too big either.
No, true.
Why is it that the men who have the most money or the biggest cars or whatever, the biggest problems?
That I cannot answer, but clearly something went wrong with the upbringing. On the upbringing side, should be.
I think so. We're not even going to try to justify why men behave the way that they behave. How do you think it gets triggered?
What? The toxicity?
Just how a man will respond to certain things, like, e.g., a night you went out and you came home. He knew where you were. He knew what you were doing.
But he would phone
But he
continuously.
responds. Yeah, he'll phone continuously. And then you do get home, his attitude towards you is negative, and ultimately it leads to
fights.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I'd reach home, you won't really say anything. And then the following morning, yes, you'll start mentioning. I called you this time, you only got back this time.
Yeah.
Why? Well, I was driving. I'm not on my phone when I'm driving.
Yeah.
Nighttime I can't really see, so I take my time driving home.
Yeah.
And that was always a problem. Like, even during the day, I'd go to the mall. He'll phone
And
me
he'll
after 2
constantly
hours
phone.
and he'll be like, yeah, you're still in the mall. Why are you not home yet?
Yeah,
Why do I need
that's
to be
wrong.
home at 3 o'clock when you out having fun with your friends, drinking out, having your sprees? I must always be at home for what? What are you hiding?
And I think men tend to forget, man. It's either they start to treat you like you're a child. In a sense.
And not your partner.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I know we speak of equality in a sense of, when I speak of equality, I'm speaking about it in a sense of loyalty, respect. That's where equality comes in. And if you're looking at equality, if you're gonna tell me be home at a certain time, shouldn't you then also be home at that time, just to keep the balance of things?
No, that never happens.
Else problems are gonna start to occur, and we're not gonna see eye to eye, because you can't treat a grown woman like a child.
Yeah.
Especially, like, I mean, you still have your mother.
Yeah.
You didn't grow up with daddy issues where you feel like you need a man to step in the place of your father.
No.
And I feel like when you meet someone, you already tell them these things. Okay, this is my family background and everything. Why then still does he feel like he has a grip on you? Like,
But besides that, you know what irritates me more? You meet the person, you're telling this person what you've been through previously, and this person goes and do the exact same thing.
That is the worst.
I mean, you're gonna try and change things. You're gonna try and be the better person.
Yeah.
You know, try and take my mind off what happened previously in order for me to gain back their trust, and not to paint each and every guy with the same brush. But yet again, you go and you do the same thing.
Yeah, because okay, I know that it wasn't your first toxic / abusive relationship. You had gone through it before, so you are supposed to be your safe space basically. But now I feel like now you can, because I mean there were standards to them. He was bigger than the one before, and I think we all expected more from him. We all did. Like the entire family just expected so much from this guy. Even to me it was shocking when I started seeing the behavior, especially for me everything was fine until it got physical. And until it got physical in front of us, it was like, no, this is scary, because if you're gonna start doing it in front of people and you don't care, that's a problem. And I mean, we are colored people, so once we involve the uncles and the brothers, and the brothers are fed up, no one can stop them. We can just say thank you that it didn't have to get to that point or anything beyond that. The thing about men objectifying females, like I said, you use a woman as a pawn. Pawn is an object, so you use her as an object. I always say that in society, when men look at females with thirsty eyes, why are you objectifying that female according to what you want? And I think with toxic men, it's one of their biggest problems is treating their woman as an object, and that's what men do, because in the beginning it's all peaches and creams, it's rainbows and sunshine, it's so nice in the beginning. It's like, this is my forever person and my soulmate.
But then yet again, you still want your bread buttered all over.
That's my problem. I feel like, I don't know, you are so toxic now and so obsessed. Like, he was obsessed. How can you be obsessed with someone yet still step out and do some messy whatever? I don't get it. I need the men here to comment, because I don't think I'm ever gonna understand like that extent of toxicity to a point where you claim to love and adore and value this person, yet A, you cheating, B, you have no sense of control over how you speak to this person. Your words just fly out and it's vulgar left, right and center. And then lastly, you start treating this person like trash. But do you feel like they're reflecting? So I feel like if you're a horrible person, you're gonna reflect how horrible you are onto other people.
It does.
Yeah, because I don't believe in mistakes.
It does. And also, they make women bad. I can just say thank you. I'm not the type of person to go and flesh my ass around everywhere. But it changes you as a person. Like, you don't feel loved. Like, you question yourself, is someone else gonna love me one day?
Am I good enough?
Am I good enough person? You start painting each and every guy with the same brush. Like, you're just scared to trust another man again, because you don't know what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
Okay, all men are not the same, but in this life and age, you cannot trust anyone.
You can't, and men have two roles to play. It's crazy how it's not even done in society. You'll have two roles: to protect and to serve.
Yes.
Literally, you have two roles.
But then it comes down again to who raised you.
Yeah. But now you can get a mom who, like, would we use my grandmother, your mother, as an example? You know, she God-fearing woman. She raises us with the attributes of what God wants. She tells you need to be like this, be gentle, be kind. You know, my granny, you can do whatever, she'll forgive you, and look at the bigger picture because she believes in her God. And then we have like my uncle is a disrespectful streak, and then you get back to how. However, I think it's the sense of allowing.
Yes.
Yeah, what you allow is initially going to get to a point where it gets very bad, because the first time, if I must swear in front of my mom or whatever, and she allows it the first time, I'm gonna continuously do it because I'm gonna think it's fine. Okay, so it reflects badly on the parents.
Also, yes, it does.
Very, very badly on the parents. And I don't think men think about that when they do what they do. I don't think men consider their actions at all. I, for one, I don't do toxic. I see the signs.
Toxic.
You attract toxic. I think I almost started attracting toxic, and I saw the signs because witnessing her situation, I mean, the gent was already trying to tell me where I should be, what type of people I should hang around. I almost got into a toxic situation because this guy. I mean, I'm 21, and just because I say I don't like partying doesn't mean that if my aunt doesn't say one random day, let's go for drinks, I'm not always gonna say no. There might be a time where I need to breathe, and I'll be like, yeah, sure, let's go. Now you're gonna question, and you're gonna wanna choose my friends. I don't want that. I wanna see life and go through things on my own. Now you think because you're a bit older and you have a bit more experience in relations, you think you have experience in relationships. I don't know why, because you're still single. People who have experience in relationships are married for 15 plus years. And this gent, bro, you're not gonna tell me what to do. I listen. But if one thing I've noticed is the main red flag is when you let him tell you what to do the first time, because he's gonna feel like he can constantly do it, and all you can do is listen.
Yeah.
Because you are who? I think men forget that without a woman, like, you are lost. I mean, God wouldn't have taken Eve from Adam's rib if he felt men did not need women. You know, he could have made another man from dust, or you could have created Eve from dust. Instead, he took her from the ribcage of a man so that they can always be bound together. But now society and men just believe that if they're not in control, there's nothing to drive. And I mean, you can drive and I can, the gear? I can't drive, guys. I don't know about cars. I will, teamwork.
And that being said, also, just to go back on that way, he's telling you what you need to do, and telling you you're not allowed to go there. It's going to make you sly. You're gonna start lying. You're gonna start going out in the sly.
Why should you
start
lie in a relationship?
and all those type of things. Why? Because he doesn't have trust. he doesn't have faith.
I
I feel, for me personally, I feel a man who's like that fears that his woman might walk out one day into a club or wherever, and someone knocks her off her feet, sweeps her off her feet, and
he knows he's not good enough.
yes.
Yeah, he knows he's not
So
good enough.
why? If I chose you and I'm telling you that I love you, you're the one for me, why would you still try and change me? I don't want to feel, when we're sitting in public now, I need to pretend to be a different person. No, I want to be myself.
And then back with that, where you say it kind of makes you sly and you go out. I feel like if you met him as a certain person, that's who you fell in love with. And now this person is changing.
And I did that. I started lying to go
Yeah,
out.
because now this person is, when you met, it was like, no, I'm not jealous. I am calm. You can go where you want. Just let me know where you're going. Sharp. Then,
Couple of years down the line, it changes.
yay! Like, you know what pissed me off the most was the gender roles men. I understand a man is the head of the house and the woman, is supposed to cook, clean, and look after him. But why should you have to do all those things when both of you are working an 8 to 5 job? Like, okay, sharp, if you were a housewife and he treated you like a housewife, I'm speaking rich housewives, I'm speaking housewives of Beverly Hills, Durban, Johannesburg, So, why is he so expectant of all these housewife duties when you're going out and working like a man as well? You understand what I'm saying? Because one of his biggest problems was, you must come home and the kitchen must be clean, you must cook. So how are you supposed to feel after working from 8 till 5, just like him? You need to rush home. Make sure you're home before him so you can start peeling and chopping and whatnot. It's too much.
It does. It drains a person.
It does. You are expecting way too much. And someone said, if I'm not mistaken, it was on Facebook, someone was like, what do women bring to the table?
They bring everything to the table.
Steve Harvey said she can bring a whole nother you to the table.
Yes.
That's what she can do.
True.
So why let's start and end there. The problem started when men started questioning what women bring to the table. They started forgetting how to respect women, and they forgot how to honor and value women, because once you start questioning, you can see what a woman brings to the table. Your mom is example enough for you.
True.
I feel like that should be example enough for you. And I want to leave you with something. Don't treat your woman the way you wouldn't want your daughter to be treated.
Yes.
Trust and believe. If you don't want a man to come and swear your daughter, don't treat your woman like that. Karma
knows everyone's
Karma
knows everyone's door.
Yay. And being so intact with God has taught us that your children will suffer for what you did wrong.
Yeah.
You understand? True. Or your children can celebrate for what you did right. So either or, you are dooming someone. If not yourself, you are dooming someone.
Yeah.
So, just to end this off, we are finished now. For now. What's the advice that you would give anyone out there facing well, let's start with the small red flags that you don't notice at first, and then what advice would you firstly give them?
Okay, so if he's controlling, if he's breaking your self-esteem, he's not respecting you, girl, walk out, because it's going to lead to abuse. If there is maybe chance for you to then work towards it,
Communication.
communicate, You can go out seek for
Therapy
and all those type of things. But if it doesn't work, there's no point in staying. Just get out. Get out.
And then
love yourself.
Self-love is very, very I feel like when you have self-love, you are undefeated.
Yeah.
No man can make you feel inferior. And then advice to older women and women and young girls that are in the stage where it is progressed on to emotional abuse, and then because after emotional abuse, guys, trust me, it becomes physical. If he can swear you, he can hit you as well. So
well, older women, if they've been in long-term relationships, by now they know that they should get out because it's evident, you know.
Yeah.
And then younger girls, I would say, rather work yourself towards something. Sort yourself out. Be independent.
Yeah, have your
Never
own
look
life.
down on a man or wait for a man to give you validation. You don't need validation from anyone. You can give that validation to yourself. You don't need anyone to tell you anything. You love yourself. As long as you love yourself, no one can take anything away from you.
True.
You know?
True. Self-validation is very important, guys. Well, not just from a man, but in general. Like, if you don't walk around expecting compliments and shit from anyone else, you a step closer to where you need to find yourself. And with that being said, self-love, because without self-love, you're not gonna know and understand what love should feel and be like in this generation. I don't think a man can teach you about love and affection. Teach yourself first, learn about it, so that when you meet someone, you know what love is supposed to feel like. You must know that, hey guys, leave that thing of love hurts. It's not supposed to hurt. That's the problem.
A man's not supposed to make you cry.
No. That is where the problem started, is when y'all started allowing us younger girls to believe that love is supposed to hurt. No.
Love's supposed to be a beautiful thing.
It's supposed to be a very, very beautiful thing, because and there's a difference between unconditional love and conditioned love. Conditioned love is they love you based off what you can give off and what you have. And I always say I don't want to fall in love. I'd rather grow in love, meaning I want to meet my person and still be able to grow individually, because we're young.
Yeah.
And if we can grow individually yet grow in love, I feel like the chances of a marriage being successful are higher. But society...
that being said, also, these young girls now, I see that they just all of them, they just want a rich man, you know, to support and carry them through and whatever.
It's not good.
It's not good, firstly.
He's a rich man.
Why would you want to go and search for a rich man? Why? Because you're not going to love him, you're going to love his money. So you're both aligned to each other, because the one wants to get in your pants, the other is lying because she wants money. You find love and you work towards your empire. You build that empire together.
Therefore, neither one can tell the other one of having a silver spoon in their mouth. And with that being said, girls, you give a man the power to feed you. You give him the power to starve you as well. And that's why we are trying to put it out there that it's better to have your own life before you even consider being somebody else's wife. Yeah,
true.
That's just it. There's not much to say about it. Like, just make sure you always have your own money.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll put you on the streets.